Hey everyone, before we get into my review for Texas Chainsaw Massacre for Netflix, I just want us to do us a little bit of a pray for Ukraine. If you haven't heard what's happening in Ukraine just recently, let's take a moment of silence for Ukraine. Hi everyone, this is Ben Falcon's Media Corner back again with a brand new AK After a Sword review episode for today, which this is going to be on another film I saw that was released in 2022, which I actually watched this yesterday. So today I'm here to give you guys my views on my review on this film. So today's review I'm here to talk to you guys about is the 2022 horror slasher film, and this is the 9th entry to this franchise and the sequel to the original 1974 classic film, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So this new entry was directed by David Blue Garcia, and like I said, this is the sequel to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre that was released back in 1974. And the story of the film is that we follow a group of teens who have just arrived to a small town to settle in, and of course Leatherface, he's back, and of course, you know, caught doing more psychopathic, grisly, gruesome murders. And there's even one character in this film who is actually a survivor from the original film, who comes to terms with all that Leatherface is back, you know, killing people. And we see, you know, these new characters and these group of new cast of characters, you know, having to, you know, trying to survive the whole Leatherface killing spree that's going on. So that's pretty much the short and simple story of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, when it comes to this franchise, I haven't really seen all of these movies. I've only seen 4 in total right now because I have seen this one, but I have seen the original classic film from Tobe Hooper, which rest in peace, Tobe Hooper. I love the original one. The original one is a classic film. It is a classic slasher movie, even though there wasn't that much memorable character, even though there was no really much memorable characters in that film other than just Leatherface being, you know, an iconic figure for horror. And I have seen the remake from 2003, which people have mixed opinions on the remake. I actually think the remake was decent with Jessica Biel. And I wouldn't say it is my favorite horror remake, but because I've seen some other good horror remakes I tend to enjoy. But I wouldn't say that is a terrible remake. I thought there's just like I said, there's just mixed opinions on that remake. And I have seen the prequel to the remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, which I thought that really wasn't that good of a movie, and I thought that one was just crap. So I didn't know, when I heard there was another one, I just didn't know what to expect from this one, because from like the other entries of the franchise, like I said, I've heard there are some good ones, like of course the original classic film, the second film to the original film that was released back in the past, the remake and all that. And then for other ones, I've heard some of the other ones aren't even that good like for the prequel to the remake and even Texas Chainsaw 3D. I've heard those ones are really not that good, so I didn't know what to expect from this one, and I didn't know much in the cast in this film except for Elsie Fisher, who I knew her as the voice of Agnes from the Despicable Me movies, which she's really cute in those movies, and she is really funny. And I also loved her in Bo Burnham's 8th Grade, which I thought that movie was excellent, and I 100%, you guys check out that film if you haven't seen that film. If you're a fan of Elsie Fisher, you will definitely love that movie. So I watched this on Netflix yesterday because I had nothing else planned. So, like I said, I did watch this yesterday, and after watching it, I gotta be completely honest, I did not really like this movie. The problems I do have with this new entry to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the story. The story I found really dull and uninteresting, because I was getting because there wasn't anything much entertaining for its story to see, you know, seeing Leatherface back, you know, doing some more horrific killing spree of murders. There wasn't even that much anything entertaining for me at all, because I was just getting mostly bored with the storytelling, because it's mostly due to the characters, because the characters in this new entry felt really uninteresting and just not much memorable. And I didn't find any of these characters memorable enough, not even the group of teenagers or anyone else at all who are in this new entry. It just felt like they were just dumped there just for this movie, because it wouldn't be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film without any regular characters to be there for Leatherface to target and, you know, kill. It just felt like they were just dumped there really quickly. But as for Leatherface, it's great to see him back. But yeah, he just didn't feel that much. He didn't feel that much scary for me at all. And for when it comes to him doing some, gory moments, some were a little bit passable for me. But other than that, though, there was no memorable kills for me at all. Other than the moment there was a scene involving the bus, which I kind of found that a bit memorable. But other than that, though, there wasn't anything that much memorable enough with Leatherface. And like I said, there was just nothing that much scary for him at all. And for its pacing, the pacing of the film, I kind of found the pacing to be, there was a lot of mixture of pacing issues. There are some moments in the film that felt draggy enough, felt pretty boring, because like I said, I was getting pretty bored with this movie. And when it comes to the moments with Leatherface, killing his next victim, or when it builds up to its finale, it felt really rushed. Even though the film is only an hour and 22 minutes, it didn't feel like that long for me. It didn't feel like that running time for me. It felt like way shorter than that, like say an hour and 10 minutes. It felt like that. And I just don't know. This movie just felt to me, it was really rushed quickly, and just, it had to be made just, quickly just for Netflix. So for this new entry, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I kind of find this one to be an unnecessary film, because to me it felt rushed. It was boring. It had uninteresting characters, less entertaining moments with gore. Well, there was a little bit of a passable moments in some. Well, there was one I kind of found a bit memorable enough, but there was nothing else memorable enough with that. And the storytelling was really dull. And yeah, there's just quite a few problems with this new entry of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And this one, I would put this on the level being with the other Texas Chainsaw Massacre films I consider terrible. Well, the only ones I only enjoy the ones I would enjoy the most for this, when it comes to this franchise, is just the original classic from Tobe Hooper from 1974 and the 2003 Jessica Biel remake. But this one will be on the level along with the other Texas Chainsaw Massacre films that are considered terrible. But if you are a fan of this franchise, it is streaming on Netflix, and it came out on Netflix last week on last Friday, so it will be on Netflix, or it will stay on Netflix since this is really a Netflix film. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. I'm going to give Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 a 1 out of 5. Yeah, this movie was just terrible for me. I didn't know if this was going to be as terrible. I thought this one was just going to be like sort of meh for me, but no, I just knew it wasn't going to be that great. Like I said, there was only one memorable moment, but there was nothing else that could save this movie, unfortunately, other than it was just a terrible entry to this franchise. But thank you guys so much for watching for my AK Afro Store review on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Netflix film. Let me know what you think of this new entry of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you have seen this already, did you personally like it, or did you not like this one? And also, please, 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 let me know what is your favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Mine is, of course, the original 1974 Tobe Hooper classic. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. And as always, this has been Falcon's Media Corner signing off.